Imagine you're driving and notice the traffic light ahead is about to turn red. What do? People seem to fall into two types in this situation. Those who hit the brakes and those who hit the gas. Aren't you curious about why their behaviors differ and where their choices might lead them? Consider this. Why does the group that hits the brake choose to stop? What makes them step on the brake? Maybe it's simply because they know the rules and choose to follow them. Maybe they're aware of the penalties for running a red light. Or perhaps they're thinking ahead, trying to avoid the possibility of a collision. They might imagine the consequences. What could happen if they caused an accident? What about the group that hits the gas? Why do they accelerate? Is it the exact opposite reasoning? Both groups presumably know the traffic rules since they have their driving licenses. How about this idea? It's possible that the group that hits the gas misinterprets the situation. Perhaps, thinking the red light signals them to speed up. Would they do that? They know the rules, but some might choose not to follow them because they find them inconvenient or annoying. Maybe they would not mind if a penalty were imposed. Think about it. Haven't you ever rushed forward as soon as the pedestrian light turned green? Haven't you seen a child dart into the road at that moment? Haven't they ever done the same? They, too, are part of this equation. They will have to live with the consequences of their choices whether or not they end up in an accident. That means their lives and the lives of those around them at the time. I can also hear counterarguments. The risk of running a red light may be perceived as minimal in certain situations, justifying the decision to accelerate. Others might argue that traffic norms vary, depending on personal experiences or urban versus rural settings. I'm not here to argue against these points. In fact, they could be valid. The point I'm making is not about what is true or false, good or bad, but that the option to avoid causing harm is always in our hands. We can pick one out on our own at any moment. Simply, eventually, the choice we make affects ourselves and others. There are many chances to avoid an accident and create our future. Whether we seize these chances or not is up to us. We can choose it any time before trouble occurs. Most likely, everyone has many chances to avoid causing problems, or even fatal accidents. The difference between these groups is whether they realize these processes are a sequence of chances to avoid trouble, and they can choose to grasp that or not. That's their decision. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care.